If you're applying this cycle and you are going to start medical school soon, hear me out. I got a couple of things that you might need before that first day of medical school. Hello everyone and welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sai and I am a pre-med advisor, MCAT tutor, and first year medical student at University of Miami Miller School of Medicine. If you've been following my videos, you know that I literally just started medical school, and I did want to share with you guys a couple of things that I recommend you guys to get before starting medical school. The school that you attend might not even require some of these materials, but this is based on my experience and the preferences and the things that have made it easier for me to study. The first thing that I really recommend you guys to get, if you haven't done so already, are noise canceling headphones. These bad boys are amazing and they allow me to study even in loud places, so that's definitely a plus. I can turn it on and put the noise canceling, and on top of that put the white noise, and even in very loud distracting places I could study and try to focus. Now these environments are not ideal, but if you have to, these are amazing. Second thing that I would recommend you guys to get is an iPad. Now, all schools do not offer iPads. My school didn't. I already had one from undergrad. And if you don't have one, you might want to consider making that investment to get it. So let me tell you why. It's not necessarily about taking notes, although some people do use it. All I use it for is as a second screen. This could be a lot cheaper and better than getting a whole monitor that is going to be just standing at your desk, probably at home, because you're not going to be carrying it. So I guess my reasoning behind getting an iPad is not necessarily based on the note taking, but as a source for a second screen. Obviously you can tell how many screens I have. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 screens all connected, and I think it's definitely worth it. I am able to keep track of multiple things, especially since I have the channel, I tutor, and I do research and all these things at the same time, while being on time with my emails and stuff like that. Something else that I recommend you get is a desk, or at least a study space, because there you're probably going to be spending hours and hours and hours studying. You can definitely pick to go to the library and study for hours, but you might want to go home and eat. So even then, I would definitely tell you to make the investment to have a desk, and a very comfortable one. I would also tell you guys to consider getting a stethoscope even before start. If you worked within healthcare, then you probably already have one, but I would recommend you to get a good quality one. Your medical school might offer to give you one, or might even gift you one, but these might not be the best quality. And a lot of the clinical rotations that you guys are going to be doing, including the standardized patient encounters or whatnot, you are going to be tested on accuracy, and it's important that you have a good stethoscope. Before starting medical school, I would also recommend you to consider getting some of these third-party resources if your school doesn't offer it. For example, Osmosis, Scholar, RX, and Boss. All these third-party resources are going to supplement your studying and help you for the boards. Since my curriculum goes by pretty fast, I do think that these third-party resources have been helping me a lot. And if you want to already get something like first aid since the beginning of class, then go ahead and do so. The sooner you start, the better. But I don't want you guys to burn out or start stressing about knowledge that you might not need to perform well on your courses. If you're the type to plan things out, consider getting a planner, physical one or digital one. If you're going to get the physical one, then those are pretty straightforward. If you're going to get a digital one, a lot of them have an algorithm for you to get notifications or when you should be doing this. And based on the type of category, whether you're studying or doing spaced repetition, believe it or not, the digital softwares could also implement that on your calendar. So that is very useful. I don't use any of them. I don't really use a planner or a calendar, but a lot of my classmates do use calendars and planners. Lastly, I do want to say to purchase and make the investment of getting AnKing. I haven't done it yet. I have the free version, which is version 11, and it's worked out fine so far. The difference between the paid and free one is that the one you pay for is constantly being updated. If you're currently having, then you can keep it and still pay for that membership, but it really is up to you. I think the cards barely change, and that's the reason why I didn't get the membership, but if it makes a difference, I'll let you guys know for sure. There's another card deck called Zanki, but that is just the older version of AnKing. AnKing has gotten Zanki, and it has pretty much like updated it or developed it into a better deck that is more comprehensive, and it's added a couple more stuff. So it's pretty much constantly being updated for the boards and whatnot. So these are just a couple of things that I wanted to bring up and things that I recommend you guys to get before you start medical school. If you're a medical student and you have anything to add, drop it in the comments. If not, I'll see you guys next time.